morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are. I am Hogziller, and this is the Tiny Teams Radio Show. This is a show that will bring the news of the past couple seasons along with the standings of the last couple Tiny Team seasons. Plus, we'll have our Game of the Week radio highlights later in the show. Starting with the updates to the game. A large update was released on March 4th. Player archetypes were added to the game. The skills were a little more random, and you could just try and get the highest overall rated players when you were looking at the free agent screen. With the 11 archetypes, you will get players that will go down a certain path skill-wise. For example, a slugger might have awesome contact and top-tier power, but might be only average to above average in the rest of the areas. My two favorite skills are Ace and 5 Tool. With the Ace archetype on my fourth team, Tacos and Nachos, I now have a pitcher that can throw a 119 mile an hour slider. With the 5 Tool archetype, these are unicorn players that have all the skills at a very high level. One thing I have noticed with this update is in the scouting reports. They seem to have taken a much more optimistic tone, as I have not received one scouting report yet that has spoken poorly of a player, or it used to say, "Don't sign this player." I just haven't seen that now. Usually it'll say something about sign this player or only sign this player as a budget option. The login page has been updated to include the sign-ins for Google and Discord logins. You are now allowed to update your 3-digit alphanumeric nickname with whatever characters or numbers you would like. On the Play Ball page, you can now set your challenge game innings between 1 and 9 innings. Players will now have stats based more on what stage of the career they will be in. If they are a rookie, they will have low skill stats as compared to what their max values will be, while prime and veterans will come partial or mostly trained. Some UI changes around the visibility of the ball have been included in this update, and the legacy page has returned. Now for the update from March 13th, and oh boy is it a big update. We have a stadium. We have an actual stadium with actual seats, an actual scoreboard with batter stats on the scoreboard, and a UI layout redesigned around the play-by-play. Now I say let's get some people into that stadium. A tournament was held on Tuesday, March 4th, with 20 teams partaking in a best-of-3 series until the finals, which was best-of-5. Nathaniel 241 with FM Sunflowers defeated Mix Jedi Knights to raise the trophy. A tournament was held on Tuesday, March 11th, with 21 teams partaking, with London Silly Nannies defeating Pure Sadness 3-2 in the final. Now for the season recaps, starting with Season 10. In the first ever Major League One season, we have the Glasgow Miracles lifting the Tiny Teams Championship Trophy by 1 game. In second place, we have Dutchies. Third, Valdo Lovers. Fourth goes to Ajax, while fifth is Dynamic, still with double-digit wins. In the mid-pack, we have Zeb's Pirate Hunters, Premier Baseball of Texas, Tuxanani Trouser Snakes. Rounding out the division is the Michigan Wolverines and the Webheads. In Major League 2, Pure Sadness takes the top spot. In Major League 3, the Shreveport Hittas. In Major League 4, we have the Confused Chuckles. Now for the minor leagues. In gold, we have FM Sunflowers at the top. In silver, we have Canmore Pinnacles. And in bronze, we have the Jedi Knights, Texas Peagles, and Humongous Melonheads. The Humongous Melonheads win it with a perfect 18-0 record. Now for the Little League divisions. Here are the winners of the gold divisions. Here are the winners of the silver divisions. Here are the winners of the bronze divisions. Now for Season 11, starting with the Major Leagues. In the first Major League 1, we have Pure Sadness taking the Tiny Team's title with a 13-5 record. In second, one game back, we have Sock Monkeys. Third is Glasgow Miracles. Fourth is Premier Baseball of Texas. Fifth is Dynamic Dwarfs. Sixth is Ajax. Seventh is Dutchies. Eighth is Valdoro Lovers. Ninth is Hyrule Legends. And lastly, it is Aquelis Sabina. In the other Major League One, New England Lobsters wins it with 14 wins. In Major League Two, we have West Hollywood Pink Pony Club on top. In Major League 3, we have the Sudbury Blueberry Bulldogs. In Major League 4, we have the London Silly Nannies winning. Now for the minor leagues. In the gold division, Glorious Taco is the champion. In the silver division, we have the Dunkville Duncans and South Kingsville Kings. In the bronze divisions, we have the Matrix, the Subternial Sliders, and the Moorhead Ravens winning it. Now for the Little Leagues. Here are the winners of the gold divisions. Now here are the winners of the silver divisions. Now here are the winners of the bronze divisions. Our feature matchup this week for the radio highlights is from the first of the two Major League One divisions. Seems kind of odd that you would have two Major League One divisions. But anyway, it is from Season 11 between Pure Sadness at Glasgow Miracles in an early season matchup with potential championship implications. Let's head to the field for the radio call of this matchup. Welcome to the brand new Tiny Team Stadium for this matchup between Pure Sadness and Glasgow Miracles. I spoke to both star players from each team and they both mentioned they really want to win this game. The players are taking their final warm-ups and the on-site taco cart has a sign-up stating 2-for-1 tacos as they are trying to sell off their inventory ahead of the shutdown of this playtest round of Tiny Teams. No scoring occurs in the first, so we go to the second with Gibson on second and Burgess up at the plate. Burgess coming up to the plate here with one out, looking to grab the early lead, and the pitch. Wow, a deep shot to right center! He's going into the brush, and Pure Sadness has grabbed a 2-0 lead on a deep shot! That might have went onto the road! Nothing else occurs in the second, third, fourth, or fifth, or the top of the sixth. So we head to the bottom of the sixth. After a leadoff single and then a double, this occurs. Espinoza coming up here looking to break through for Glasgow. 2 outs. And the pitch. Oh my! This is high! This is deep to center! This is gone! And Glasgow has now taken the lead 3-2 over Pure Sadness. There is no scoring in the seventh, so we go to the top of the eighth with one runner on and no outs. Marichal coming up here after that leadoff single. Pitcher is set. And the pitch. This is deep to left, and it just clears the fence. And it is now 4-3 in favor of Pure Sadness here late in the game. Nothing happens in the eighth or the top of the ninth, so we're going to see if Glasgow can now do something in the bottom of the ninth. So Ferguson was able to get on there with a single, so now the winning run comes up to the plate in the form of Morton. And the pitch. Hot shot up the middle, caught, and the game is over, and Pure Sadness has won the game by a score of 4-3, and the players have now lined up to shake hands. I am going to head over to that taco cart and double my usual taco order, so I will throw it back to the studio for the post-game show. Pure Sadness had 4 runs on 10 hits with 0 errors. Glasnow had 3 runs on 10 hits and 0 errors. That is all for the radio highlights on this Tiny Team show. Please stay tuned for Paul the Party Pig. Party at New Standard's house whether he likes it or not on most of these radio stations. If you want to play Tiny Teams, go to tiny-teams.com to start playing today. If you want to talk more about the game with your other players, please go to the Discord server using the link in the description of this video. That is all for today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.